Welcome to another episode of Royal Rumble. Please stand by for the upcoming fight. This time, the High Elves facing up against the Lizardmen.
So welcome to a new episode of Royal Rumble. Thank you for tuning in. In this episode I'm playing with the High Elves and I'm facing up against the Lizardmen. I think the matchup can work really well for the High Elves against the Lizardmen, because they have a lot of infantry, anti-large infantry units, and I think if you find the right build, the matchup can be in favor for the High Elves. But I'm not sure about that, because the Lizardmen are very strong. But I think if the High Elves have a good matchup, then maybe it's against the Lizardmen, maybe. So directly come to my army composition over here. I have spearmen in the front line, just 2 units for block the charge of enemy large units like connoisseurs or stuff like that. So all this dinosaur stuff. So they are for the for the charge defense or for the anti-large bonus. And I have just these 2 units in the front. So it's very difficult to charge indirectly in the front line with large units. Directly on the right and on the left flank I have 2 groups of Phoenix Guard. This is a very elite or very strong anti-large infantry unit, halberd unit, also with charge defense against large foes, causing a lot of armor piercing damage. And the bonus versus large is 20, and the armor piercing amount of that is 25 of the weapon strength. So this is a very strong unit, very elite, also very expensive, but these guys protect the flanks over here. Then we have directly behind my front line Sportsmasters of Hoth, also very elite, high tier infantry unit, high priced, so they're also very expensive. They have a real anti-infantry bonus, and they are designed to compete against heavily armored infantry or also temple guard and stuff like that from the Lizardmen. So I have 2 directly behind my front line. And the third line I have 3 groups of archers, just the normal archers. In my opinion, it's quite good to bring just the normal archers against the Lizardmen, because if you focus out dinosaurs over the time, also it will adds up over here, so we're causing a lot of damage over the time. But also against the low tier infantry units from the Lizardmen, constantly fire on the front line and stuff like that is really effective and can drop the Lizardmen can get a real or a huge leadership drop from that. And in the last line I have another unit, so 3 units of Phoenix Guard over here, just for protecting my backside over here from flankings from behind. Then I have a commander is a prince on a horse and without any ability. So you have this just this martial prowess ability, but I think this is, or maybe I enabled this. This constantly gives allies in range plus melee defense and melee attack, but overall there is nothing else on the, not any other ability or stuff like that. So very cheap. But I brought also 2 nobles also on a horse, because they have a real anti-large bonus, a huge weapon strength, but the important thing is the anti-large bonus, because very good for sniping out any enemy dinosaurs of the Lizardmen. Also the armor piercing amount is huge. We have 220 armor piercing amount over here, and this Ghoul Squad over here is very good to compete against large units like any dinosaur. These 3 guys in combination, really good. So 2 of the nobles, as I said, really good for focusing out enemy dinosaurs. So that's it for my army composition. Let's go to my opponent in the forest. We have South Warriors with shields. As I said also in a former video, these guys are very good, because as I said, it's not shown up over here, but the armor piercing amount is very significant. We have 18 armor piercing amount, and overall 52 weapon strength. That is really good. The performance of them is really good. You can bring them against the high elves, because they have really good armor piercing amount. And as all of you know, the high elves are very heavily armored, but these guys, the performance should be okay. Then we have Temple Guard, of course, high tier anti-infantry unit, or not anti-infantry, against everything, but they have a real bonus versus large. So maybe they have a bonus versus large, but they are against everything, infantry, monsters, stuff like that. But the important thing is they have causing armor piercing damage, and it's important for everything with a lot of armor. It's a very elite unit, the best infantry unit, the strongest infantry unit of the Lizardmen rooster. Then we have against Saurus Warriors, and here a Bastillon with a solar engine on it. Very good decision. I also think my opponent brought a really competitive build against the Lizardman, and this Bastillon with a solar engine is very good for sniping out enemy dragons and all flying units, causing a lot of damage, especially against the dragons. This Bastillon with the solar engine is really good. Then we have another Bastillon with also, I don't know, this revivification crystal, also stuff like a laser over here. So with also shooting unit maybe, or shooting unit. I haven't played with this unit, but I think we have missile damage 49. I'm not sure. I have no experience with this unit, but also should also perform really well against or for sniping out enemy dragons and stuff like that maybe. The commander is Krogar on a Connoisseur, and I think also here the Connoisseur is really strong, and Krogar overall on the Connoisseur is really competitive pick, because he's really high. The speed is really high. We have 75 speed over here, and yeah, also we have a lot of weapon strength. You can see that 560. The armor piercing amount of that is 375. That is huge. Also bonus versus large. So this is a really strong unit. This dinosaur over here in combination with Krogar. A lot of armor piercing amount, and really good, and a lot of speed. So he can run through the front line and causing some trouble, causing fear and terror. And if I shoot with archers on him, he can escape and run on the other side, because he's really fast. He can do that. Then we have Skin Cohort, low tier infantry unit, cannon foot. They are quite expendable, I think. Don't know, causing not, but I think my opponent brought them to increase the amount of units. So one of them fall down over here. To increase the amount of units, I think, in my opinion. But they were causing no damage, in my opinion, against heavily armored high elf units. Then we have Saurus with spears and shields on the flanks, I think, to protect the flanks, and also for flankings maybe, and yeah. So that's it, in my opinion. We have we have a Skin Priest over here. I forgot this little fellow over here. Spellcaster with 2 spells, Chain Lightning. In the old Total War, in the old world, it was really quite useless because you cannot control it. I'm not sure, it's still a Vortex spell, I'm not sure about the performance. And we have Comet of Cassandra, and as all of you know, this is quite effective for Fey Enchantress. This spell was used from the Fey Enchantress, and causing a lot of damage, and in my opinion good if the enemy gets stuck in the frontline fight and stuff like that. Yeah. So okay, and last but not least, we have a unit of Cold One Spear Riders over here. I'm also not sure about this unit, it's also new for me. They are armor and they are shielded. They're causing armor piercing. They have an armor piercing amount. They have anti-large bonus. Weapon strength is very good. The armor piercing amount that is 28. Bonus versus large is 14. And yeah, but I think one unit is quite less. It's you need more. But I think it's he took this unit to make an ambush or to sneak on the front line, directly charge in the front line to kill enemy archers. But I think, oh, as I said, one unit is, you have to bring more. So let's go over here. Let's start with the charging. So shoots from the Bastillaton. On the right flank, as you can see, he would like to flank me with the skink cohort unit, but I noticed that. But on the back side, I did notice his charge in from these riders over here, and he managed it to charge in my archers over here. But also I had a unit of Swordsmasters of Hoth. I would like to use them against these skink cohort, but now I saw this Cold War Spear Riders charge in, and now you can see they are. I sent them to follow them or to chase them away. Actually, my prince took a lot of damage. Maybe from the Bastillaton, I'm not sure. But I sent this little goon squad over here to chase down his Krogar. You can also see he already took a lot of damage. And my opponent was a really good player. As he saw that I chased him with my goon squad, and went behind his back line, and I was not able to get through this, so it was always the same. He get on my side, I chased him away, and yeah. You can see Krogar is coming. As I said, always again in the back line. And of course I noticed that. And sent him my good squad. All my nobles, you can see them. They come from protection. Very cool. To chase him away or to damage him. And he get a lot of damage from these guys over here, very good. The frontline fight runs really well for me. Even if the Temple Guard performs really well against this Phoenix Guard, because they are not designed to compete against the Temple Guard, they are designed to compete against a large unit. It would be better if I sent my Swordsmasters of Hoth against his Temple Guards, but it was not possible, unfortunately. You can see in combination with the archers, the nobles causing a lot of damage to Krogar, and he's not so healthy anymore. So this Bastillaton over here is shooting on my lord, and this is the reason why my lord took so much damage and is already dead, or you can see that he's not much health anymore, and yeah, because one shot causing a lot of damage. I was able to break through over here. The Sour Spears with shields and skink cohorts was not able to handle it with the high tier Swordsmasters of Hoth. So also these skink cohort broke up. So it broke, not shattered, but a rout. And as I say, on the Casosaurus, or I'm not sure what the name is, but the speed overall, as I said, it's really high. You can get away really fast, flee from my for my swordsmiths, for my infantry, and it's really good to that you have very mobile units like a noble. Because the noble have a speed of 78, and he has 75, so a little bit faster over here. But they are really able to get him. So the Cold One Spear Riders come back. You can see. Now they charge in my noble, but I noticed that and sent it him, or directly command my archers to shoot on these guys over here. You can see the lot of arrows. Took a lot of damage from that. So we have a really healthy Bastiladin over here, even if this is one with solar engine, but the melee stats overall are very good. Oh, they're okay, and they're not so good, I can see that. Melee attack is 22 and melee defense 28, that is not really good. Of course, the weapon strength is huge, also the armor piercing amount, but the melee stats are not so good. It's okay. But he's very heavily armored, 140 armor, really good over here. But now my Phoenix Guard is fighting this Bastiladon, and against these guys, he will have no chance. So, also, that's so cool. Crocker is of course really able to kill one noble, but two nobles causing a lot of damage to him are too much, because these two guys are really designed to kill a unit like this Crocker with the Canon's arrow. So here the Cold Ones came back. And I also saw that again and shoot with my archers. I think the archers are really a big advantage of the High Elves. Have such a huge range. I think the range is it's quite higher than the range from the Wood Elves. And the Wood Elves were the units or the archers, the Glade Guards with the highest range in the game of missile infantry, in my opinion. And these guys have more range. I think 180. That's huge. So very good over here. So you can then put them far away and shoot on the front line, no problem. So coming off Kazandaru, I'm not sure what name, coming down over here maybe. It seems like that. Yeah. But I noticed that, I think, one or two times in the game I noticed he was casting a spell, and I moved my infantry then. See, always always moving the Crocker on the dinosaur, but it is really I think the High Elves are really able to handle it with Crocker, also with the speed, and because the archers in combination with the nobles, he can't get away. He cannot escape. It's not possible over here. So this combination is very good. So he was not able to kill my archers. And if you are not able to kill 3 groups of archers, you will lose over here. You will lose that. It's very important to kill the archers. She's shaking. And it's over. So the performance of the Swordsmasters of Hoth is, of course, against the complete infantry of the Lizardmen really good. The Phoenix Guard are especially against large units, and Maybe it's not good that I brought 3. I think 3 Swordsmasters are better and 2 Phoenix Guard. I think this is more, it's better to bring it like this, because they're really good against large units like the Carnosaur, the Crocar on the Carnosaur and the Bastillodon and other stuff like that. The performance is really good. They hold the line for such a long time and kill large units. The archers are not making a lot of kills over here. Not causing a lot of kills. I'm not sure what's the matter over here, but I was constantly shoot on the Crocar, and I think this was the reason. Also on large units like the Bastillodon, and of course I noticed they are so heavily armored that it makes nearly no. It's the damage is not so significant, but after a time it will add up. So also here, if you shoot down constantly on a Bastillodon, he will get damage, even if he has 140 armor. And also this combination boost one over here, really good, as I said, against all these dinosaurs. So, also thank you to my opponent, T-Dog, for the match. As through his build, I think the Temple Guards, you have to bring more Temple Guards. The Sound Roll Shields are very good. I love this. 3 units are really good, in my opinion, but you have to bring more Temple Guard. I think Bastillodon, you can leave this out over here. 1 shooting Bastillodon is enough. And more cold ones are important in my opinion. More Temple Guard. And these skinks over here, this all can you leave out. Also the Saurus Spears, maybe you can bring that. But you can leave this out and bring more Temple Guard in my opinion. Also the Striking Priest, maybe it's good. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think from my High Elf replay. And as always, thank you for tuning in, and see you on the next Royal Rumble. Thank you.